All right, so welcome everyone to the first afternoon panel. Is AI Web3's final frontier? We're going to talk a little bit about the intersection of AI, stablecoins, and DeFi, and maybe disentangle, hopefully, a little bit of the hype versus the reality. I have some brilliant brains on the stage today. We got Alif, P2P.org, Benedetto from Folks Finance, Uros from Valar, and we have Vlad from Aida AI. So thank you for joining us today, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so the first question we have for the panelists here today is, I guess in one sentence, how would you describe the current relationship of AI and Web3, or maybe a better way to phrase that would be, how would you describe the state of AI and Web3 in your day-to-day sort of work and how you've seen it? Let's start with you, Elliot.
Yeah, happy to start. Yeah, I see AI in two different perspectives. First, let's say on the corporate world, and then more in the technology itself. How AI are helping corporations to be more productive, to help their employees in their day-to-day, weekly tasks, and so on, and how AI is participating to the evolution of the technology itself. And I mean, like, we can talk hours around like AI. Let's focus on what is related to blockchain and DeFi, as it is the topic of today. I think right now is a very exciting time because a couple of years ago, AI was, let's say, a buzzword. In 99% of the use cases, when you've heard AI, it was like a buzzword, or people was thinking of doing AI, but in reality, it was like machine learning or like data analytics in a high volume. It wasn't really AI. Now we really have, let's say, this part of intelligence, real intelligence, that is adding like a reflection in the process where AI starts to bring value, not only as a data aggregator, but as a real machines that will gather information, analyze it, and bring value, create something. That's where AI becomes powerful now. And when it comes to Web3 AI, now we really see, let's say, a convergence between the assets coming in, the users acting on the platform, and the AI as an engine in the middle to really create like a momentum and a way to manage the assets more effectively, build like some strategies, and execute more rapidly and more efficiently that just the human can do. So I think that's where we are at the moment. Lots of use cases are being explored, and hopefully this is just the beginning. I'm personally very, very bullish on AI, and I'm convinced that it will bring like a phenomenal impact in the DeFi space if we treat AI not carefully, because I'm personally not scared of the technology, but in the right way. I think that's where we are at the moment.
Great. Maybe in a slightly shorter sentence, you can...
Yeah, I'll be short also, because I think he's right, like it's the very beginning, and I believe that the impact that AI brings on smart contract and how it's used actually on chain is very limited. I think that most of the things that we do right now was still good in the machine learning. It's still limited when we talk about smart contract and AI. So I believe that it's very good combo if you want to raise money and you want to build a startup with two big names, so crypto and AI. But I think there is need of time to improve, and especially in regards of security, because bringing AI and algorithms that operates through certain rules that they can be dangerous in some way.
Right, thanks.
Yeah, I would say similarly, but in day-to-day development, for example, we already see great use cases for AI. It speeds up development, experimentation, and that's always helpful, especially for startups. And now it's easy to get something off the ground much quicker. As well as it improves user experience, or it can be. Of course, we're seeing chatbots now spinning up, which are helping with user support, but also like everything from creation of marketing videos or guides for users that are made easier through AI. Everything to multi-language support because of the translation capabilities. But that's not specific to Web3 development in general. For smart contracts, we are not there yet. I wouldn't trust an AI to write a smart contract, to audit it, but we will get there eventually.
I think we're all terrified about the prospect of vibe coding smart contracts.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not so deep in tech, obviously, and I'm the guy who's actually using the AI to check the smart contracts when I need it. Because from my perspective, it was really hard to do it before, and then right now it's much easier. And I know a lot of cool teams that are launching that product, right, just using on the AI solutions. Of course, they already know what they are doing. That was marketing team and development team that would already know what they are talking about. But AI simplify all the processes really work out with a huge amount of time, and they can do something that maybe 5 years ago they should spend a year. They could build for a few months and made it happen.
Yeah, great, thanks. This is open for anyone, but I'd like to, how is it AI currently changing the way your team operates, if at all, today? Anyone?
Could you repeat the question? Because
Yeah. So sorry, let me back there. I was saying, how is AI changing the way your team operates today, like already?
yeah, basically, the operates. A good question. So when we were started building the Aida, we were thinking to just provide some either the useful tool for users that are combine some different features at the same place. But then we realized that we are not only can we provide that access to that to tools, but also add some AI feature that can be part of that. And for some users, for example, launching tokens, that's before that's fun, right? That was not something obvious or understandable. For right now, with the AI infrastructure in the Aida, they can do it literally for 1 minute, and they actually don't need to do anything besides put the prompt and pay that fees. That's it.
Hey, what do you think is, this is for anyone, by the way, what do you think is the biggest misconception people have when they hear AI meets DeFi? Like, what are their expectations of AI and DeFi, and what's actually happening today? Like, what do you think the big misconception from people?
I think they believe that this part is on chain when most of the time it isn't. So it's off-chain algorithm that allows, for example, to have yield strategy trading, which is good, existed also before, but it's not really that the AI is impacting the smart contracts directly itself. Maybe we'll get there in a better way and safer, hopefully. But I think this is the misconception. And when we talk about DeFi AI, and it's just combining those two words, but it's not that they are really merging in the smart contract.
Right. And aside from supporting, or just
I just want, have an opinion on this reasoning. One thing, especially in the DeFi space, is that, and a misconception you really mean, AI shouldn't be seen as a black box. When I say that, we need to be fully transparent and accountable when it comes to the use of AI. Otherwise, it doesn't have its space in the DeFi world. And basically, you need full transparency and accountability. And some people have this misconception that because AI is like a tool, it's okay if it's operating on the back end, and I don't really need to know how it is made of.
Right.
And for me, this is a huge misconception that absolutely needs to be addressed if we want to be, let's say, have like the real fuel of DeFi, which is like transparency, accountability, and full visibility for everyone. I think this is a big misconception at the moment.
right.
Yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to add that about the big bad boss, right? I know already there is a lot of solutions there to provide an opportunity to optimize your yield farming or just playing with the DeFi. Just using BI, they can provide better rates, the better roads for that stuff. So that's definitely the way how we should go with the AI and implementing them and integrating them into the products. And if you know the bad thing, you probably landing protocols or whatever, it'd be just provide some AI strategies that will show the exact road super clear, so you understand what's going on, where your funds goes, and super straight and effective.
Right. So let me repeat that. So can you any of you share a real world use case of AI in DeFi right now, today? that either you've done yourselves or you've seen being used?
I don't.
I think it's still mostly supporting development, right? You've not seen it actually used in DeFi at all, like directly.
I'm still exploring one use cases. I haven't really fully tried it, like myself or on a professional level. Is like a risk management tool powered by AI when it comes to, like on DeFi protocols where you have like a vault curators that are historically like asset managers that are building the risk models. Now you have more and more like AI powered risk management models. So the thing is the model good or not? I think like the future will tell, because it is good until we have like an incident or we reach a limit or something like that. So this is something I don't have the answer now, but I am following up like very carefully. And I think we have something tangible here that it can bring value, but I think it's still early to really see if the model is sustainable or not.
What do you predict that the primary use case or the best use cases for AI will be in DeFi? Where do you see that potential?
I think this is a very good example of managing parameters and curators for DeFi. It's very true what you said. Like for now, it's working. I mean, it has the danger of running on algorithms that can be seen if it's public. I believe that maybe in the future we will have trust towards those entities and curators, so on.
Right.
That maybe the AI tools are gonna be not known, so there is more security in that. I mean, it goes against a bit what is DeFi, right? So being open and transparent. But in the end, I believe that it is important to deliver secure and safe tools, and the end users really care about the security and the ease of use and the yield. So if we match those, why not?
What do you think maybe the biggest barriers to those use cases are right now to be able to achieve those with AI? Do you think there's any technical hurdles that need to be overcome first, or we're not there yet? And that's for anyone, not to. I was looking at you, but.
Well, I will go after if you want. Yeah.
Can you repeat actually?
Yeah, so what do you think the biggest barriers to actually AI being really impactful in DeFi right now?
Well, I would say first and foremost, accountability. As we already said, who's accountable for the decisions that an AI automatically makes.
Sure.
I mean, there's been a lot of research going on also in agentic misalignment. We don't understand yet well enough the models behind it that are being operated on the decisions that they're making. So currently, I would say I'm a bit skeptical on the use cases of the AI in DeFi, just because of that. We don't have enough understanding. And one point of crypto is self-custody, and that you are taking decisions. At this point, I would not yet trust AI to do that for me.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I want to add something. I think there's a question around the regulation, how AI or tool powered by AI are going to be like regulated. And by regulated is, it depends also on the region, of the type of users, etc. So the question is really complex. But at some point, if we really want to scale on a global scale and with the larger volumes, larger institutions, etc., using those kind of tools, the regulatory framework has to be a bit more clear. I'm not going to say that it should be perfect from day one. In many cases, that's something that will take time, but we need at least start understanding how we will frame it. And the question of the accountability, responsibility, and let's say today is working well, tomorrow there is a problem. Who is responsible for that? The user, because he needs to, let's say, accept that there is like a risk related to the use of the tool. Is it the builder? Because he's using this tool on purpose. He needs to know what it's made of, etc. Is it like who is responsible? Yeah, that's still for me a very important question. And without that, my personal opinion is that we won't be able to fully scale, because some people will just say, yeah, no, not at least not for now.
Right. No, that makes sense. In terms of I guess kind of specifically stable coins, how do you see them fit in the picture? Do you think AI is going to impact that? Maybe algorithmic stable coins that are, you see that those rise again? You see that?
Definitely, I think that the new wave of yield-bearing stablecoin powered by its trading algorithm, right? So We are seeing like starting from Athena later on, there are new and new and new, and they are always more aggressive also. So the public is very attracted by those yields. And there are new models that are growing that are not even that transparent, knowing what they are doing. And there is maybe AI algorithm on the background. I mean, people use it. They take the decision to do so, and obviously responsibility and risks connected to that. It can grow and it can be good because anyway, DeFi uses such tokens because are very good collaterals, but hopefully there's not gonna be a new Terra. I'm honestly afraid that one of those can be the new Terra.
Yeah, I know there's some issues with the previous sort of set of algorithm stablecoins that had some issues, obviously. So yeah, that's always a risk, a huge risk. What's gonna touch on that subject?
Perhaps on the other side, on the use case of stable coins now with especially agents popping up and multi-agent interactions, there's a particular use case for stable coins because they offer micro settlements. So the developments are going in the direction that agents would be able to compensate one another through the use of stable coins for the service that each agent is providing. So that would, I guess, increase the demand for stable coins.
Right. Any thoughts?
I totally agree with the guys for the nothing to ethics.
Yeah, great, thanks. All right. Here's next. Okay, here's a question. It's like more of a scenario. Like, who do you think is responsible when an AI trading agent, for example, causes a catastrophic loss? I mean, is there any accountability model that makes sense in DeFi? I mean, that's a really complex question. I know. Like,
is it who's responsible for?
Yeah, so for an autonomous agent who makes trades and does something maybe illegal.
We need to read the terms and conditions. So yeah, I think it's the user choosing to have this risk.
Yeah, for sure. Because the previous guys were saying that we will face with the problem of regularity and with the legal stuff regarding the AI decisions that they are doing, but it's still driven by the people,
right?
By each digit, who is playing with this stuff. So probably it's still personal responsibility.
So some robust T's and C's is what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, I want to say the builder, and we discussed that on the terrace with one of our partners that is here, other people, and I joined their opinion as well. I mean, like, I think the builder should be the main responsible, as the entity made the choice of using the AI for certain purpose. It doesn't mean that the user doesn't need to know and understand the risk. This is key, and there is terms and conditions that the user shall accept. But when it comes to an incident, I mean, like, the main responsibility should go to the builder, unless there is like a breach in the way the users have made it of the services. And if I want to give like a stupid analogy, I say stupid because this one is fairly stupid, but it makes sense. It's concrete. You are like you build like a building, and this terrace, you said maximum 50 people, and it appears that the terrace collapse. Who is responsible for that? The people that are on the terrace, that are actually like the user, or the builder?
But it's not that right now they are taking an asset manager license to do such things, especially if you deploy to a token and you want to decentralize it.
Regulation should
it's a little bit.
And you say, okay, you need to comply to certain things that can cover you from the risk associated to this activity. Then your responsibility is kind of covered by this license and of insurance, and then the user accepts the terms and conditions. But in any case, the question is way more complex than that. There is no single answer, but just angles to consider, I would say.
But what if the AI model was designed like with a good perspective and with good ideas, but the person who's using that doing that with some frauds or something? What else? So if we'll put all the responsibility on the developer, which is definitely could be, would it be not so fair if the person who's using that technology goes in the bad way, but the developer didn't know about it? And about the terrace example, if there is more than 50 people in the collapse, and probably the organizer or the person who is checking if everything is fine should be responsible for this, or still the developer who has built that.
Well, that's the question of the accountability, like you said, and that's why I said when we talk about the misconception, if AI is like transparent and accountable, and it's not like considered as a black box, we can understand by audits or reports or whatever if where the breach is coming from. Is it like a misuse from the user? Is it like a misconception from the beginning? I mean, like that's why the transparency and accountability is going to be the baseline when it comes to understanding who is the responsible for that.
Okay.
And I don't know if regulation is the solution, but from a technology perspective, at least transparency is without transparency, you won't be able to understand.
No, for sure. We are in crypto. We're about the transparency, right?
Like for any founders building in the space, what is maybe the one area of AI and DeFi do you think is underrated, or maybe it's one that there's not a lot of hype on, but you see a lot of promise in?
I think that currently there's too much hype around that area.
It's enough.
Yeah, that's the current meta. But in general, I think that there are other use cases for AI to or that can be solved with the help of blockchain. For example, we talked about the accountability, but there are other use cases like ownership of generative AI results. And for example, I mentioned already the multi-agent interactions, monetization of that, as well as reputation of those. So I think that there's the direction in the future.
So you think we're still in the peak of inflated expectations part of the hype cycle? Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think so. And I think for the builders, I mean, like, of course, they need to have a vision, but they need to stay flexible when it comes to the execution of their plan, because things are going to change. And the thing is, if you are like, let's say, out of the market for 1 month, you come back, you are lost. So you really need to keep monitoring every single new things that are happening or that are coming to make sure that you can act accordingly and readjust your strategy. Even if you keep the same vision, a founder or like a builder needs to have a vision, but when it comes to the execution of the plan, I mean, like, your flexibility is going to be key to succeed, in my opinion.
Right. Which is a question for anyone, for any of you. What infrastructure do you think needs to be built to support AI agents that can autonomously interact with DeFi protocols on the behalf of users? What are we missing right now that needs to be there?
Well, yeah, more builders, so it's more for you.
Yeah, I would say what I mentioned, agentic disalignment. So really understanding the model's behavior that then impacts what needs to be disclosed, what kind of risks the users are taking because of that. And there is still too little research going on, or we understand too little for the AI agents, in my opinion, to be really comfortable interacting autonomously with DeFi protocols.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Probably maybe some specific AI powered educational stuff that will just show up just the regular users how to manage your AI agents, because most of us, I don't know, I believe, but most of us right now using not only one AI, you definitely has a few 3 or 4 different apps in a phone, for example, DeepSeek, GPT or whatever, and you definitely playing with all of them like time to time. So really soon, I believe we'll have like a bunch of apps that will be having AI for each reason, or in food, I don't know, pay for insurance, just whatever, management. So maybe kind of AI learning infrastructure that will help to deal with this, because right now AI helps people to deal with their daily stuff, but at some point we're definitely faced with the problem when the number of AIs that are existing on the market and comes to you will just overcome any expectations, and you will need to deal with this stuff.
Yeah, and even discoverability of agents is one thing we still don't have yet. So, we know what's out there that it can and what it can do. So I think it's the first problem. Next question is, like, what do you expect to see? Actually, forget that. Let's be aspirational. What do you hope to see, say, in 3 years to AI and DeFi? What do you hope to see? Anyone?
3 years? No way. No.
Let's say 1 year. Say 1 year.
I hope in 3 years we still keep talking about this topic.
We'll revisit this in 3 years.
No, obviously, I've never thought that at this point right now we'll be talking about.
Yeah, 3 years ago, where were we?
Yeah, because a year ago it still was like we are too early about AI. It's so new, it's so interesting, but not if you understand. At this point, right now we have a lot of agents, a lot of AI models that are existing, but still don't have any kind of ideas regarding what we have. But I believe we didn't have any mess with the AI. We don't have any huge problems from their side yet.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, so that the AI models would be better understood, and that the users would know what risks they're taking with, and that we could this way really provide some good user experience and value to the end customers. I think that's the direction that the space needs to evolve.
I hope in 3 years we are going to have a very good framework of regulation first. So at least we know that things are done this way with taking responsibility. And later on it will be more, let's say, easy to sell to users. Yeah. And we know that maybe there is an insurance on the background, normal finance stuff.
Yeah. And thoughts from you? No, yeah. I guess we'll finish up here, but maybe one last thought from each of you. Like, what would you say to any founders or anyone starting to get into the space who wants to combine AI and DeFi? What do you have to say for them? Anything? Any tips? Any recommendations? Any calls to avoid?
I would say more than just combine DeFi and AI. Like, AI is good for a company in general. Like, I remember as soon as OpenAI went live and there was all this hype, I said to the team, guys, if we start to use those tools in whatever is the field, from developer, marketing to operation, we're going to speed up things. And it's good for compete with other competitors. So I would suggest this to tell your team to use it in their different fields. So for example, like our marketing use it a lot. So
yeah.
The advice I want to give is to start with the problem in mind and the solution. I'm not saying, okay, AI is trendy, so I want to build an AI project. And yeah, why not combining it with DeFi? No, start with the problem you're going to solve, the value you're going to bring to your users, and then think about how AI is going to make your app, your project, your whatever you are building more efficient and more impactful for your business, and more easy, more valuable for your users. That's, what I would really advise.
Thanks.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I absolutely focus on the value that you're providing and then find a suitable solution for that. AI is not the solution for everything. It can be for a lot of use cases. Yes, it's a tool, and it depends on how and where you apply.
Yeah, that's a great answer.
No, but it's still, if you want to raise money and you merge them together in a tech, it's good. So I will give it.
AI on every single thing. That's not the problem, but thinking about the users. Yeah.
Selling is good.
So I just wanted to add that you shouldn't. You guys saying everything absolutely. I absolutely agree with what you're saying, but you shouldn't rely only about the AI. Yeah, we still should remember about that. All we are doing is about the people. So the people who works with you on solutions that you're gonna bring within this world with the AI. Just also looking for the right people, and the AI definitely will help you figure out how to share this.
Thanks. Anything else? Yes. Thank you so much for your time, and appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thank you.